Hey guys, it's Ep3 and welcome back to episode 3 of my Newcastle career mode. In today's episode we are going to be finishing off the summer transfer window. We're also going to be playing some more games as well. You can see we've got ourselves a game against West Ham here to kick things off in today's episode. We're going to be looking at maybe selling a couple of players. We're not going to be signing too many players though in today's episode, if any at all. We'll have to wait and see. Depends what offers go in really for our players. But a game against West Ham to play, games against Swansea and Stoke also to play as well. Maybe time to play that game against Stoke in the Cup afterwards as well. But we'll wait and see. 2 games in a row against Stoke City might be a little bit too much for us, but we'll crack on with today's episode. Before we do, if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well, and that'd be absolutely fantastic. I really do appreciate all the support on this series so far. It's going absolutely incredibly, so thank you all so much for that. Don't forget you can also follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. The links to all that is in the description below. Simply just click on the link and you're through. And yeah, let's crack on with today's game against West Ham. And first, take a look at this email that we've received for Liam Smith from Exeter City. Liam Smith is a player that I don't think is transfer listed. I'm wrong. He is transfer listed, and he's 60 overall, 21 years old, so yeah, makes sense. We are going to just accept it, even though it's well below his value. Try and move him on, try and create spaces in the squad as well. Transfer offer in for Yedlin from Brighton, £7.7 million. Yedlin, not a player I have any interest in selling whatsoever. Big fan of him, I like him a lot on that right-hand side, very fast player obviously, so it's just a straight rejection of that bid. Okay, this is who I'm going to go with for the first game of today's episode against West Ham. As you can see, got our new signing in there, our goalkeeper who starts here, on the ball keeper as well. Now, Yedlin at right back, Lascelles, Luen and Plattenhart also starting there at left back. Moreno, Shelby, Murphy, Atsu, Amari and Slimani as our midfield and attack. So, a strong team. We're going to also go with this bench as well. Clark, Hayden, Diame, Perez, Ritchie, Hosselu and Gale all on there. So, good options for us if we need them. Let's find out how we get on, try and get ourselves a good victory and see whether we can compete with West Ham. Currently about mid-table, I think. We've won one game, we've also lost one as well. So yeah, 10th position. Okay, then here we go for this game at St James's Park. Let's find out how we get on. West Ham, potentially a tough team here. Also got quite a good selection of players. And yeah, we've also got the sliders fairly high as well still. So we'll have to wait and see how we get on in this match. Hopefully we're able to compete and get ourselves the victory that we really need. Okay, that's different, but we'll happily take a throw-in from that. Oh, good chance for Antonio to shoot. Good save there by the goalkeeper. Got to try and clear this one away. Bundled over. Penalty. Nightmare. Absolute nightmare. And it's our left back that's given away the penalty there. Just, it's a clumsy one really, just to run into him like that. Obviously not, we tried to sort of clear it, but yeah, sadly it has ended up in a penalty. Sam Byron that gets pushed over. I think it's a little bit weak from Sam Byron to be honest, but you can see why it's been given. And it's a chance now for Andy Carroll to step up and score. Can we save it though? Let's wait and see. Andy Carroll against his former club. Can we go? And no, he's at the post. It's come back out. And we can clear it away for now. And wow. Didn't clear it away very well though. Straight back to them. But luckily over the bar from Mark Noble. All over the place in defence. But we've managed to just about hold on to the 0-0 at the moment. Ball into Murphy. Needs someone in the box again. Just don't quite have the options at the moment. Slimani not getting himself in there. He's staying on the edge of the box for some reason. It's a good pass from him though. Amari with a chance and blocked. What an opportunity. We're getting really sort of half chances though. So it's really frustrating. So we're getting so close to a good opportunity and then it just gets blocked or the pass doesn't quite work and straight through here West Ham. It's a perfect example of what the opposition keeps doing to us. We can't seem to do it to them though. Half time, still drawing the game 0-0. A little bit frustrating this first half for us. It's been a fairly balanced game. West Ham probably the better of the chances, but not as many. I think we've probably just edged it in terms of amount of chances. We might look at the current team at the moment. Murphy's struggling a little bit of tiredness. I think we might need to bring another right winger, if I'm honest, or a right midfielder that's right-footed. I know we have Matt Ritchie. He's left-footed, as is Atsu. And so we don't really have another option there, which I like, and I want to have someone that can cross. Murphy's our only real option, so we might have to look at that at some point, but for now I think we need to properly take a look at other places on the pitch as well. Okay, so Murphy going to come off, we'll bring on Diame. We've also changed formation to a 4-1-4-1, trying to just strengthen us a little bit in the middle. We don't seem to be getting hold of the ball well enough. We need to get numbers a little bit further forward as well, which bizarrely sometimes works with this formation, so we'll wait and see whether that's the case. Diame on the right-hand side of midfield is purely just a tactical one to try and strengthen us down the right-hand side. And hopefully give us a little bit of a better crossing ability as well. We'll wait and see what happens. Got to try and take the lead if we can here, though. We need Slimani to be a bit more involved than he was. Oh, Amari with a good strike, but saved by Joe Hart. Jonjo Shelby, good chance for him to unleash. Oh, he has done. What a finish that is. It's 1-0. Jonjo Shelby does it. And we have taken the lead finally here. Really happy with that. John Joe Shelby just about smashes that one home. It just opens up for us quite nicely here. We sort of drag all the players over to one side, and then John Joe Shelby is just the spare man, really. You can just see this, look at that. So much space to play in, and they're totally crowded to the left-hand side of him, but that's a great strike. 1-0, and it's much better football from us in the second half. Look for that ball through to John Joe Shelby. Hits it first time, another save by Joe Hart. Could have been a second for Shelby in just 5 minutes or so. Really good opportunity again. He's getting forward quite nicely actually in this formation, which is strange because he's supposed to be the whole midfielder, but I won't complain if he's scoring. Over to Yedlin. Yedlin trying to find a way forward. Amory to shoot himself. Oh, it's a second. It's not too dissimilar to John Joe Shelby's goal. And we've done it again. 30 minutes left of the game. We've doubled our lead finally. And it's Amory this time who gets it. Really impressed actually with how he played in the second half. Opening 15 minutes has been great. And it's all really come from the change formation, I think. I think it's just included a bit more of our midfield. Or just allowed them to go a bit further forward. And it's really helped sort of keep Slimani central as well. Our midfielders occupying, our sort of wingers occupying the fullbacks nicely and just allowing our midfield to dictate. And it's worked really well, so very happy with that. 2-0 now. Final two changes, Hayden and Perez to come on. We'll take off Moreno and John Joe Shelby. Shelby obviously booked. And they're just trying to rotate things for 15 minutes to go. Give a couple of other players an opportunity as well. Perez doesn't really fit into this formation, but we'll give him a go there anyway. We are still looking to thaw our midfielders to get forward on the odd occasion, so it should work out okay. Ogbono running forward, good chance for West Ham here late on, good save though by the goalkeeper. Out for a corner, just over 10 minutes left, still got to try and keep a clean sheet if we can. West Ham are throwing plenty of numbers forward and we've got some big players as well. Good chance for them, it needs to be cleared. Oh, not that, Luane, what are you doing? Just clear it away. Slimani over to Perez. Perez now should have the pace over the defenders, you would have thought. You have to come inside. Slimani now going to play a ball through into Diame, who's been good since coming on. Diame! Oh, blocked by the defender and the goalkeeper. Both of them combining there and still remains at just 2-0. That's it, we got ourselves a 2-0 victory. Very happy actually about that one, to be honest, because West Ham did push us towards the end. So pleased we held on, got ourselves a clean sheet and a good 2-0 victory as well. Really impressed with the performance in the second half in particular. And in terms of the stats, we definitely deserved it. So yeah, impressed. Very impressed with how he reacted when we changed to a 4-1-4-1 formation. It did help us out a lot in midfield, actually made us much more stronger and dominant as well. So yeah, very impressed. We might have to use that formation more often. Okay, so after that last game, I'm a little bit worried about the right mid position in our team. I think I'm going to look to bring in somebody on loan. Don't really fancy bringing anybody in permanently just yet. We might wait until next season when we have a little bit more cash, but certainly looking at a few right mids here that we might well bring in. It'd be tempting to bring in Sissoko, bring him back on loan from Tottenham. Don't really know how possible any of these deals are. Lamela could be a bit of a stretch. But certainly an option for us. He's obviously out of favour a little bit at Tottenham. Patrick Roberts, another one which I've seen suggested. But yeah, Burke would also be good, but he's recently joined, so I don't know how possible that would be. But yeah, there's a lot of different options here. It's just deciding which one I approach first. I think Sissoko could be good, but I don't want him to with a bit more pace. Now, I think we're going to go for Sissoko. He can actually play inside as well. He can play as a centre mid and centre attacking mid, so we're going to go for him. Not really too sure what his wage is going to be. We only can really go up to about 80, 90 grand, so hopefully not too much over that. I don't think it will be, but let's see. I want it to be a 1-year loan deal. Let's see what they say to that. Hopefully they're okay with it. Sure, we're happy to let him go. That's fantastic news already. Now to the wage split. Well, it'd be nice to know how much his wages are. 50-50, is that okay? 38,500, I'd happily have that. Come on, let's see what they say. Oh, you want 60-40. We'll go 55-45. Come on, let's go in the middle. Let's see what he says. Yes, that's fantastic news. And that means we could be signing Sissoko back on loan, coming back to Tottenham. I think it's one that makes sense for me. I think it's something that could happen, to be honest, if he doesn't get that much game time at Tottenham. So, yeah, pretty happy with that one. I guess we'll wait and see whether he agrees to it now. Thinking about it, I'm pretty sure Patrick Roberts and Lamela are both left-footed, and I wanted a right-footed right mid, so that might make it more likely it's going to be someone like Burke or Ibe, and obviously Sissoko is another option as well for us. So we'll take a look at Burke now if we can. No, we can't. That's a shame. We will have to then move on to Jordan Ibe, and okay, they don't want to loan him out. Seems like it's only going to be Sissoko that fits us, or fits what we're after, so maybe it is that we just continue with that one. If not, then we'll also have to look at other people as well. But Lamela and Patrick Roberts wouldn't be too bad to approach, but we'll wait and see anyway if we could even approach him. No, they don't want him to leave. Okay, let's do some play drills now. Let's focus on these 5 drills. It's mainly Moreno in these drills, obviously, at the moment. We do also have Lascelles and Hayden in there as well, but no change in overall this week, just a few stats going up. Okay, currently second in the league. Wow, okay, a lot of different teams are dropping points here. Nobody has won all 3 games in the season, which is a very strange start. Usually you have teams that maybe win all their matches for 3, 4 or 5 games, but here there hasn't. Everyone's lost a game, I think. So, Yeah, so a very interesting start already, only 3 matches in. Transfer offer in here for Haidara, it's from Nice, 940 grand. I'm pretty sure he's transfer listed now. We've had one rejected for Leeds because they didn't want to match the value that we placed on him. I think we will just accept this time. Maybe I was a bit harsh on Leeds. I think we just need to get rid of him, get some money in. It's not massively below, is it? We've not yet heard about Sissoko yet, and Liam Smith transfer talks are broken down as well, so that's not going to happen now. Still waiting on Sissoko. It'd be nice to have a backup option. I don't really have one at the moment. Okay, next ambitious player to approach. I mean, you never know. If Swansea can get Renato Sanchez, I can get Kingsley Coman. No, I can't. That was very ambitious. It's getting to the point where I'll literally just take anyone now. I'll even take Cuadrado if they really want me to. I can't. Okay, Candreva maybe? Candreva, do I have a chance with? No. So I guess we'll have to wait and see what comes of the Sissoko deal. Hopefully something. Let's see. Maybe find out here. Go on, go on. Yes. Yes, he's joined. That's fantastic news. Okay, he's in our plans now for the next year, and that is great news. Wow, I wasn't expecting him to accept it, actually. Very happy about that one. Obviously comes in as a great addition to the right-hand side of the pitch for us. And there we go, straight into the team. Newcastle legend. I'm very happy with that one, actually. It'd be good to have some competition there between Murphy and Sissoko. I mean, Sissoko not really as fast as I was hoping, but still a good option. I was saying that Diame did a great job down that right-hand side as well. So there's plenty of different options for us now, and I think I'm very happy with this team. Going into an international break now after the deadline day, which I don't expect any more ingoings or outgoings or anything like that. So I think pretty quiet on that front for us. We will just sim through and see whether we get any more offers in. Haidara's been sold, forgot about that one. He does leave us now, so we get about 900 grand for that. Transfer offer in here for Kieran Clark, 2 bids in fact. Crystal Palace and West Ham showing an interest late on. Not really interested in getting rid of him. I think he's quite a good backup to have, isn't he? I mean, he gives us the option to go 5 back during the season if we want to. We're doing left-footed, and I have no real interest in getting rid of him at all, so we'll reject all these offers, and we won't bother with those. West Ham as well, he can be rejected. Yeah, pretty happy with him as a 3rd choice. More transfer offers in now as we've just left the deadline day window. And so that means we've got bidding for Yedlin and Mbemba as well. Neither of which I really want to sell. Mbemba I'd maybe consider, but still Yedlin definitely will be staying. Swansea City coming in with a £9.5 million bid. No interest in selling him. So we will reject it. Quite a decent offer though, to be fair to them, so I can't complain about the size of the offer. Mbemba's a £7.9 million bid from Stoke City. Again, it's difficult because he is our 4th choice, so it is tempting. Do we maybe just sign a replacement for him next window? If anything, I'd want more than that for him, I think. But yeah, for now, I think he's going to stay with us, but it's tempting. Do I negotiate? Okay, so we're going to start the offer at £13 million. We won't be selling him for any less than 12. I want a strong amount of money for him, and so if we do part ways with him, then it has to be a decent amount of money from Stoke City. We'll see whether they match it. I think the likelihood is they probably won't, but that's fine by me. Transfer offer in here for Curtis Good as well. Barnet have showed an interest. Why don't we get these bids in during the window? That'd be more helpful. Good is transfer listed, and yeah, we will accept that. It's just whether personal terms are agreed. We'll wait and see. More play drills this week, and again, not too much progress. Maybe need to look at changing it if we need to in the next week or two. Lascelles has gone up, I think, in between drills, but not actually from the drills, so he is making some progress. Mbemba deal breaks down. They were only willing to offer £7.9 million. That's the most they were willing to go to. Another bid in for Liam Smith. That's just accepted again. Happy to accept whatever offer, really. Now let's take a look at some of our French players to join our youth academy. A guy here that looks really, really good. We'll sign him immediately, as does Castel as well. I think for the French players, that's the English players. That guy doesn't look too bad. We'll have him. Same with Henry White. Anyone else? Oh, Elliot Moore looks very good. Maybe even good enough to be trained straight away. Okay, this is the team I'm going to go with for the game that we have coming up now against Swansea. Only real change is Sissoko basically starting on the right-hand side. Not Murphy. He's going to start on the bench for us instead. And yeah, the rest of the team stays the same. So pretty happy with that. Some players go up in overall as well. It's good to see. I think our left-back has done Lascelles and our goalkeeper has Yedlin. Loads and loads of players I think have gone up. So that's great news. Let's crack on this match now to try and get ourselves all 3 points in a relatively good position at the moment. So happy with the start that we've made. Hopefully we can continue that here against Swansea. Certainly a winnable game. It's just whether we end up performing well enough. Okay, here we go for this game against Swansea away at the Liberty Stadium. Let's see how we get on. Sissoko making his first appearance coming back to the club. So looking forward to seeing how he does on the right-hand side. Hopefully a good performance as well. Although we do have Murphy to step in if necessary. And yeah, let's wait and see how he does. Hopefully going to get himself a good performance here. Moreno into Slimani. Slimani to shoot. Oh, what a finish that is. It's 1-0 with taking the lead. There's not been that many chances for either teams, to be honest, in the opening 20 minutes of this game, but we've managed to find the breakthrough goal. Slimani does it. Just manages to pull away from the centre-backs here. Just finds a little bit of space in between the centre-backs and defence. and just gets a shot away. It's a really close shot as well because the defender's right onto him and just can't quite get a block in, and Fabianski can't save it, so winning the match 1-0. Good start and a good finish. Looking for Sissoko here. Good chance for Sissoko to shoot himself. Oh no. Just wide. So close. Maybe just could have hit the target a little bit better there. Just drags it a little bit too far to the left. Should really hit the target at least. That's it for the first half. Still in the game 1-0. Obviously good to be in front. So we're hopefully going to try and double our lead in the second half here. Quite a narrow game though. Narrow margins in the scoreline as well. As you see, Swansea City though not having any chances yet on goal. We've had one shot on target. We scored it. So it's very clinical at the moment. And yeah, hasn't been lots of chances created by either team really. Yedlin into Amory. Amory to turn and blocked by the defender. Great chance. I thought he'd scored there. To be honest, we need a second goal to double our lead if we can get one. Because as this game goes on, Swansea will continue to push more players forward. That's going to put us under pressure in defence. And it'd be nice to have a bit more of a lead. All three changes, Murphy, Gale and Diame all squad. We're going to take off Amory, Moreno and Jonjo Shelvey. Sissoko and Diame in midfield. Wow, what a partnership that's going to be for us. 20 minutes to go. Hopefully that'll strengthen us up. Also improve us going forward as well. We'll wait and see what exactly it does. Murphy. Into Slimani. Great chance to get a second. Slimani shoots and scores. There we go. It's brilliant play. And I think it's Murphy there that wins back the ball off the Swansea player. We'll happily take it. Slimani gets the goal to double our lead. His second of the game with 15 minutes to go. And he's on for a hat-trick now as well. Whether he'll get it, I'm not really too sure. But it's great play from Murphy, the substitute. Just manages to get there. Just uses his pace, a bit of strength as well. Nudges the Swansea player off it. And it's a ball straight through. Great finish on top of that, and we're winning the game 2-0. Slimani needs the support of Atsu now, who's going to drive forward. Rangel's trying to catch him up. He should be able to beat him for pace. Still going. Could we pick out Slimani maybe with a cross? It's going to be into the back post for Yedlin, but the goalkeeper beats him to it. Yedlin made a great run there. Really, really good run. Slimani holding it up, waiting for Dwight Gale. Slimani's going to go himself off the post. That's how close he was to his hat-trick. Unbelievable strike from range again from Slimani, but unfortunately hasn't quite found the back of the net. Good chance for Swansea. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Really good save. Keeps it 2-0. Keeps our clean sheet as well. Yedlin running forward. Can he find Slimani in the box? Maybe someone else? No, it goes out to Diame to hit on his left foot, and it's a good block again by the defender. He's done a great job there for Swansea, but he's not done enough because we won the game 2-0, got ourselves 3 points, another clean sheet as well, which is actually really incredible for us. I didn't expect that at all. Another one for us in this game. Slimani has a couple of good strikes as well, so to be fair to him, doing a good job for us, scoring the goals up front at the moment, and Swansea just not doing enough in attack themselves, so pretty pleased with that. 3 shots on target, 2 goals, just very clinical really. Got a relatively easy start to the season given the teams we've had to play, so only really Tottenham that's been a particularly difficult one for us, and we actually managed to win that game, so we've had quite a good start to the season. 9 points from a possible 12, top of the league now as well, ahead of Man City, who've had a really poor start. What's everyone doing? Man City losing a game and drawing one already. It's not that we've had an amazing start. It's been a good start, definitely, above average, but I think everyone else has just had a terrible start to the season here. Plenty of teams losing matches already, and obviously nobody near maximum points. Some player drills before we get onto the final game of today's episode, which will be against, I think, Stoke City in the league. Moreno goes up to 77 overall this week, which is good news. About time as well. Loads of his stats fly up yet again, so it was only a matter of time, really. And that's fantastic for us. Hopefully we'll see a bit more progress soon, and maybe we'll change the drills in the next couple of weeks. Transfer talks break down for Liam Smith, unfortunately. We've got another bid in, though, for Curtis Good after his transfer talks break down as well. So a lot of our youngsters struggling to find moves away to different clubs for January, but maybe one here for Good if he can agree personal terms. 290 grand, pretty happy to accept that yet again. It's the same bid as the last one, and we'll see what comes of it. I was just actually seeing whether we do have enough time to play it. We might have to sim this game. Yeah, I think we will sim the game against Stoke City in the league. We've got them again in 3 days' time in the Cup, so an opportunity to obviously field a few different teams for those 2 games. Let's change the team slightly for this one. Okay, so sim this game against Stoke City. The only real change that's been implemented is Matt Ritchie coming into the team. Other than that, pretty happy with the side that we've gone with, really. Pretty strong team, and we'll obviously change things for the Cup game against Stoke in a couple of days' time. Let's see how we get on, try and win at home here. It's obviously sometimes difficult to sim games. You get a range of results, and things can be quite unrealistic. Hesse scoring there for Stoke City, 11 minutes in. Not a good start for us. Need to respond 30 minutes into the game. Still remains 1-0. Approaching half-time. Need to get a goal if we can, and we've not responded. Yes, we have. Slimani does it on the stroke of half-time. It's 1-1 now into the second half. 30 minutes to go, looking to try and get ourselves in front if we can. Go into the final 20 minutes now, still looking for another goal. 10 minutes, can we hold on to a point or maybe extend it? And it will finish 1-1. There we go, we get ourselves a point against Stoke City. Also, we're hoping for all 3, but I suppose we'll have to take a point and hope that we can beat them in the Cup instead. Final scout report back on Kingsley Coman. Proof that we had no chance really of ever signing him on loan. Maybe next year. More play drills before we end things here. Hayden goes up to 74 overall. That's great news. Good to see him making some progress as well. And I think we will take out Moreno and probably Hayden as well next episode. Maybe even Lascelles if I'm happy with how he's getting on. So that will be everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, please go ahead, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already as well. And that'd be absolutely fantastic. Really, really pleased to see Sissoko come back to the club. Not so sure all Newcastle fans will be, given his performances there, but it's on loan. It's only a one-year deal. I'm very happy to actually have his sort of quality on the right-hand side. So impressed with his first performance as well in that last game. And hopefully you guys are as well. So also don't forget you can follow me on Twitter at GameFaceHD and on Instagram at GameFaceHD as well. The links to that is in the description below. And like I say, that's everything. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.